San Francisco 49ers quarterback Brock Purdy spoke to the media after his very first training camp practice since suffering the UCL surgery. And he was asked, obviously, a ton of questions. One of them being, does he have any limitations? And basically, what did today feel like? And he had some pretty cool answers, basically saying today felt like Christmas. But stay tuned to listen in to hear if Brock Purdy believes there are any limitations in his game right now.
Physically that is bothering you, or do you feel like there are any limitations on what you can do out there on the field?
No, I feel like I'm good enough to play an 11 on 11 football, and so we talked about that when I got back here with Shanahan, and basically I told him, I'm like, hey, I feel good enough and confident enough that if I got into an 11 on 11 situation, I can make every throw, and so that's the conversation that we had, and they gave me the green light to go out there and go, and obviously the medical staff told them, and they've been with me this whole time throwing in the off season. They gave Shanahan the green light to, hey, he's good enough to do it, and they've seen me throw, so we've all been on the same page the whole time. But yeah, I feel good enough to play football right now at camp, 11 on 11. Still got to work up volume and just continue to get better every day. So.
Bigger stages than a Thursday practice in July, but being your first practice back today, what was this morning like for you? Did you have any nerves and anything like that coming into today?
Yeah, I was excited, so obviously end the year like we did last year. It was heartbreaking and everything, and so just go through surgery, rehab, the off season, everything, and missing OTAs, and so just to be able to get out and say a play to my teammates and break a huddle, like for that, like to me, I was so excited just thinking about that, and so it was almost like last night was like Christmas. You're excited for the next day, and so that's how it was for me this morning and everything, and I was excited to get out there.
Well, obviously, Brock Purdy went out, and of course, there's going to be a bunch of different reports depending on who you spoke to. But as someone who was out there yesterday, it was really encouraging to see Brock Purdy basically do what he spoke on. There were no real limitations into how he was pushing the ball downfield. Now, is there room for him to knock off some rust and continue to improve and take steps forward? Absolutely. It's his first day back. But what was really encouraging was Brock Purdy was throwing deep. He was throwing outside the numbers. He was play action, boots, short to intermediate, threading the needle with velocity, going over the middle with touch. You got to see the full kind of arm on display. And that was one of the big things. Now, can he take steps forward in future practices? Of course, but it was a great first step for Brock Purdy coming back from the UCL surgery. Obviously, he will continue to work back, like you talked about, volume as well as just getting back into rhythm. That will, of course, take some time. But so far, the arm looks good. Next thing is just to sharpen it up. Good to have Brock Purdy back. Good to see him back at practice. 49ers are practicing right now, and we should get more updates on what's going down. But make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.